makes you connect to that deep well-beingness within you. Meditation is nothing but breath awareness. One of the simplest practices, easiest and natural and very direct method of practicing meditation to make this monkey mind silent and empty is watching the breath. Simple observation of the breath, your mind will not wander here and there. You bring the mind back into the breath. It's called mindfulness of breathing. Then you stay in this moment. Then what happens is this breath guides you deeper than the body, deeper than the mind, deeper than the emotions, deeper into your inner being and the soul. That's the greatest benefit that we get from the breath. So friends, just simple practice.
So friends, I just want to share this joke about what will happen to us if we don't listen to our inner doctor and we only depend on the external doctors. So once a lady went to a doctor because she was suffering from cold. So doctor साहब, मुझे सर्दी है, तो कुछ दवा दीजिए. So then doctor said there is no medicine for cold. You have to just suffer like that for 7 days, 8 days. So then, but I can help you with one thing, the doctor said. So she said, बोलिए doctor साहब. So then the doctor said, just go home, घर जाइए आप, ठंडे पानी में नहाइए, और उसके बाद just stand naked under the fan for 3-4 hours. ऐसे खड़े हो जाइए fan के नीचे. So then she couldn't really understand what is this doctor trying to say. So she asked, what will happen if I stand naked under the fan for 4 hours? So then the doctor said, you will get pneumonia. So pneumonia से मुझे क्या करना है? So then doctor said, I can cure it.
So friends, through not knowing that we have such beautiful energy and resources inside our own inner being, we are creating so many maladies and ill health and sickness. Know that we are very powerful beings, all of us. Only thing is we need to really now focus on really shifting our thoughts, shifting our emotions, shifting our words from negative to positive. Then we really create health. So these 7 sutras are 7 principles which really can help us in daily life in creating health. And one more thing which is very important is life urge. Life urge is to participate in life with such passion and compassion. Passion and compassion. Most of the times we live life but like a mechanical, like unconscious. Life is boredom for many people. Oh, another morning when you are waking up, you feel, oh, another day. You don't like waking up in the morning. Oh, another boring day. Life is, you can make life interesting. That's what as a human being we all can have. Make life interesting because we have power of choice. Because we have chosen those thoughts which we created, that life is a boredom, life is struggle, life is painful, life is misery, but life is beautiful, life is adventure, life is a great, actually blessing. There are many souls who are in waiting list to get birth, to be born here on this earth. We are very fortunate, billions of people on this earth, very fortunate because we could take birth here. Being very, very passionate about life means participating in life with zeal, enthusiasm, every day getting up. Oh, today is such a great day for me to learn, to seek new knowledge, new heights. And I now choose to experience these adventures of my life. As a soul, we all came for this actually, to realize our soul to live joyfully here in this physical plane. So, dharma, kama, moksha, or 4 purusharthas. whatever we say, is that all things are important, including dharma, arth, kam, and moksha. Participating in life is so important. Many people, because they have urge to die, death urge it is called. They want you to die soon because they don't know the meaning of life. If you do not know the meaning of life, create meaning every day. Create some new meaning to the life. Today, I smile at people so that I radiate smile for people. Or today, a small gesture of generosity. Let me help through my simple suggestion or advice. Whatever skill I have, I will help people. Generosity. So we can make our life very interesting. Every day, we can create meaning till you find your purpose of life. Why you are born here? Every soul is born with a purpose. We come down here with a soul plan. Till you find that, we can actually make our life interesting. Create some very, very beautiful which can uplift you and others around you. And it's a big family. Not only your own small family, but it's like a very extended big family. The whole world is a family. So let us look into this. It's so important. Greatest suffering people reported is coming from their wives and husbands. They fight with each other. It's nagging wife or husband who is not allowing the wife to study or to pursue her interests in life. So the greatest suffering is principles. Very, very important. So the first one is all relationships are sacred. All one. Many of us, we think relationships are a problem. If I want to be a spiritual person, I need to get away from relationships. I need to be like Gautam Siddhartha who left the wife and child and I have to run away from my family. It's not true. Nobody needs to leave their family for enlightenment. Nobody needs to go to Himalayas for enlightenment or forests for enlightenment. Nobody needs to move out of their home for enlightenment. It's right there. Your own family members are great teachers. Our soul selects the right constellation, the family constellation. The tough teachers to all kinds of people in the same family. You are born with them. They are your greatest teachers. All relationships are sacred, and the key is first find the sacredness of your own self. If you do not know that you are a sacred being, you will not understand the sacredness of others. If you do not know the godliness in you, you cannot find the godliness or goodness in others. There is inherently goodness in every creature who has come in this creation. Everything endowed with this beautiful goodness. We need to look at that goodness. There might be 99 points which are negative in a human being, but there is something which is positive in them. When you focus on that positive quality in that person, you will also enhance that quality in that person. You send that vibration of appreciation and love, and it enhances. That person also shifts. Everybody is sacred. All relationships are sacred. To achieve nirvana, one need not get away from samsara. Samsara is actually nirvana. Those who are actually awakened beings, they live in the family with such a utmost joy, with togetherness. They know the sacredness of all the people around them. It's not a barrier, it's not an obstacle for your enlightenment. So generally when we have these misbeliefs or limiting thoughts and fear-based beliefs that I will get entangled and entrapped into this, if I can't achieve my enlightenment, it's a myth. When we go to run away to Himalayas, naturally will be meditation state, because there you can't think any other thought because there is only snow-capped mountains there. But you need to be in that no thought, no mind, and pure state of being, even in the crowd. When you're surrounded by a lot of people around you who are really noisy and scolding and all kinds of things are there, because that's possible for everyone. All people around you are your sacred teachers, indirect teachers. You have asked the universe, I need to learn this lesson. I am so egoistic, arrogant person. My ego needs to be chopped. So universe will send one indirect teacher into your life to chop your ego. Indirect ways. So to learn about humility, humbleness, we attract some indirect teachers through relationships. So friends, all relationships are sacred. The second sutra, about your own self. The world is a mirror. You will attract exactly people whom you are going to learn from them. The world is actually reflecting you about your own thoughts, beliefs that you are holding inside your head. All relationships are sacred mirrors. If you don't like one mirror, by changing the mirror, you are not going to change your image. You need to change yourself first. Then what happens is all the mirrors around you will change. Generally we think, only if my husband changes his thoughts and emotions and all that, then I will be alright. No, first you change yourself and then I will be happy. First you be happy. You radiate your compassion and love and harmony and all that. What happens is the mirrors will change. All relationships are sacred mirrors. By changing yourself, you change the world around you. Be the change that you want to see in the world. And sutra number 3 in the harmonious relationships. Masculine and feminine are both integral parts of oneness. They are not duality, they are not like opposites. Man and woman in this creation are equal. Patriarchal societies created a kind of monopoly and underestimated the power of the woman. They have suppressed the woman for such thousands of years. So friends, it's so important to honor the woman. Some countries in the globe where we have such a respect for the woman. But we need to wake up to understand this because they are not really opposites. They are together in the oneness. So friends, when we know that your masculine and feminine are actually honored within your own self, you will be able to honor the masculine and feminine around you. So first, anything to realize outside, we have to realize it inside us. Even within our soul, there is a masculine side, there is a feminine side. So we need to, in the meditation, that balance will happen. Your logic is the masculine, your intuition is the feminine. Your mind is masculine, your heart is feminine. It's so important to bring the marriage between logic and intuition, marriage between your mind and heart. And that brings such a kind of harmony between man and woman relationship. Otherwise, there is a battle going on. Man wants to prove that he is supreme, or he is powerful than a woman. Or woman has a feminine movement now, proving we are great and we are greater than man. Actually, both are equals. There is no greatness or low and high. They are equals. So we need to respect. Man can actually learn from woman. That's going to heal this planet Earth. What is required at this point in time is all women are naturally very great spiritual champions, great spiritual beings, because by default they're very close to their heart, they're close to their inner nature. Man, by virtue, because they need to work in the outer world, so much their energy is scattered in the outer world. So man follows the woman. That's a great planetary healing that happens. Women need to be respected. And so friends, this is the sutra number 3 in harmonious relationships. So in any family, the woman is crying in her family, know that it's the fault of the man. Man is not taking care of the woman, not treating the woman with respect and dignity. It's very important. And harmony. We want outer harmony. But unless we change, we bring the inner harmony, it is not possible to manifest it in the outside. There is a Mahabharata war is happening right inside the head. In the mind, there is a great war between Kauravas and Pandavas. In our own mind, there are thought forms which are Rajasic, Tamasic thoughts which are fighting with Sattvic thoughts. There is a great battle going on inside the head. How can we create harmony outside? Meditation, it ends the war inside the head. The soul, consciousness within us, is a metaphor for Krishna. Krishna knows the secret of Mahabharata war. And we going to really be victorious once we conquer that inner battle that's going on. The inner harmony comes, inner peace comes, then we manifest the outer peace. If mind is cluttered with all the negative thoughts, what happens is even our home is cluttered. Even interactions with people are very cluttered. Our relationship with people, we project all that stuff. Whatever we stored inside the mind and emotional plane, we project it onto the people. It's so important. Inner harmony leads to outer harmony. This is Sutra number 4. Sutra number 5. Cooperation and nurturance is the key to harmonious, wonderful relationships. Mutual cooperation, nurturance. You have to nurture each other every day. Like how we nurture the plants. If you don't put the water for the rose bush, the next day the rose flowers are not really very happy. They will wither. Even the plant will be shedding its leaves. It needs selective nurturance. Even our own family members, even our people whom you are meeting, nurturance is important. Acknowledge their presence. Every soul is sacred, divine and godly. God and gods. Everyone. So it's so important to nurture each one. So friends, in this human plane, we sometimes take our family members for granted because they are there and you don't pay much attention and you take them for granted. It's so important to nurture each other and cooperation, mutually supporting, and so that you grow together. So friends, spiritual path is not the path of solitude. It's the path of actually togetherness. It's like Sangha, the whole Sangha movement, growing together, all growing together, evolving together. That's what is the spiritual path. So, though you realize a lot of things in your meditation, in your solitude, but it's important to bring it into the Sangha around you. And in our families, most of the times, we find that there's so much of anger, so much of hatred we carry about people around us, family members. We are sticking to our egos. The ego will not make us to even forgive. Even sometimes you stick to your viewpoint, you say, I am right, you are wrong. We are not able to forgive. It's simple process of letting go of your ego and opening your heart center and seeing the other's viewpoint, and then you will be able to forgive. Sometimes we don't want to say sorry because you say I'm ego, and you don't want to say sorry because you realize that there is a mistake from you. It's okay to say sorry. Simple process. Recently we were in Hawaii, United States. In Hawaii Island, every day they practice what is called Ho'oponopono process, which means they take self-responsibility for whatever is happening in their lives. Every day they say 4 things. One thing is, I am sorry for whatever that happened. I might have harmed you in the past lives, that's why this situation is coming. I am sorry for that. Second sentence they say is, please forgive me. They shut down their ego. they shed their ego and they say, please forgive me. And third thing they say is, I love you. I give you my heart. I open my heart again. You're my friend. And fourth thing they say is thank you, gratitude. I now realize my soul, this beautiful heart of mine, opened again. Thank you for this. So these four magical words really can bring such beauty and harmony in relationships. So this is the sutra number 5. Sutra number 6, heart and soul-based relationships. Most of the times when there is no heart and soul in a relationship, it's like a relationship which is very, very superficial. There's no depth. As human beings, we can have very wonderful, deep relationships, soul-based relationships. And transparency, communication, clear communication, respect, and also no fear. Otherwise, most of the time we have such a fear. We control others. We manipulate others. We exploit others. We take advantage of others. We are violent sometimes. We want to be very powerful than other human beings. We control them. So it's all coming from the fear. Whenever there is a fear, there is no place for love in relationship. Relationships are heart-based. It's Anahata Chakra, your heart chakra. And infuse love there instead of fear. Never fear that you will lose your loved one. Never in this creation that happens. Friends are friends forever. And every relationship, when it blossoms and finally ends up in such a deep, beautiful fragrance of friendship, it ends in the friendship. Beautiful friendship. Every relationship, it leads to the fragrance of friendship. So friends, it's so important to bring this heart and soul in our relationships. And the seventh one is to blossom. Khalil Gibran, who is the author of this book called Prophet, who said, let there be spaces in your togetherness. He said these beautiful words, let there be spaces in your togetherness. Like how the pillars of the temple are apart, there is a beautiful dance of wind that's blowing through the pillars of the temple. Let there be spaces in your togetherness in relationships. Sometimes in relationships, we smother each other, we cling and we take away the space of others. We don't allow the other person to grow. It's very important to respect the space, mutual respect, and freedom for the other person. So, as human beings, sometimes we are not angry about animals. For example, if you see an angry lion, you will not become angry, right? But if you see an angry person, angry wife, angry husband, you will become very angry, very agitated. And include human beings as part of the nature. They are also part of the nature. They are like trees and animals, and we are also part of this big nature. So there can be a lot of compassion, so that all relationships they become very, very harmonious. So friends, these simple sutras really can bring such a harmony in families, not only families, in our states and country and the world globe. All the wars will end when we can really bring the soul in our daily life, when we have a soulful kind of living. And
I just remembered something when Dr. Newton was sharing about the space, giving space to each other. So this is about a couple, wife and husband, who used to fight every day. Almost, the whole day they used to fight. So one day the husband really got fed up and he went to his wife and he said, my dear, why can't we live like our dog and cat? They live so peacefully, or 2 dogs, whatever the pets they have. So then immediately the wife said, okay, I'll just see how friendly they are. Just tie them with one rope and keep them in one room. And just keep them locked for one day. And I'll see what friendship they will have. So it is so important to have that space in your relationships, that freedom, that respect, that nurturance. Yeah.
That's really beautiful message. How important it is to give space for each other, freedom to grow, and your parents giving that freedom to children and respecting the children there, because every child is born with their soul's agenda, and even children respecting the parents also very important. Not only the one way, all family. The whole family unit, what's really going to bring the harmony is the spiritual element, spiritual ingredient, and meditation, awakening your awareness within you. That brings the soul and heart in the relationships. So friends, now finally the 7 sutras for your wealth and prosperity. It's very important. So, one of the very important things in our life is prosperity consciousness. By being prosperous, you are also actually lessening the burden for the planet Earth. Generally we think, how can I be prosperous? It is a kind of obstacle for my spiritual growth. It's not actually. By being prosperous, you are lessening the burden for the planet Earth. By being poor, actually we are not actually helping the planet Earth to understand that not only you, our whole nation, our whole world can be prosperous. So let us look into this. Our poverty consciousness creates poverty. Our prosperity consciousness creates prosperity. So the first sutra is Sutra of Abundance. There is so much abundance which we are not able to see with our eyes. First, we need to recognize the inner abundance to manifest the outer abundance. If you do not know your own inner treasure, the value of you, the inner richness that you have in you, we can't really manifest it. Jesus Christ, his Grand Master, said this beautiful verse, find you the kingdom of God first. Then everything else will be added unto you. Everything will come to your feet. First, find the kingdom of God. Abundant nature of your being. Your soul is so vast and infinite. And if you know that magnificence, radiance of your soul, then you will really magnetize everything. Outer abundance is a just natural extension of your inner abundance. This is the first principle. Lakshmi, Dr. Lakshmi said about this woodcutter who met this wise man. This wise man already found the inner abundance, and he taught him the secret of finding the inner abundance. Because once we find the inner abundance, you will not run after the money. You will not run after the things, not run after the happiness, because you have found it in you. Everything will come to you then. Whatever that you are looking for, searching for, it will come to you. Once you find your abundant nature of your consciousness. So this is the first sutra. And the second sutra is, and what happens is, it really is an obstacle. It obstructs the flow. The flow is the principle in the universe. Everything has to flow. That's why we call money as currency. Current. Why many Swiss banks, so many people, they put hold the money there. It is stinking. It's not flowing. It needs to flow. We hoard so much. We accumulate the wealth in the banks, thinking that in the future, my future generations will have this money. But it needs to flow now. When it flows, it comes back again in rotation. There is something called circulation, money circulation. When something flows, it comes back again in a bigger wheel, bigger circle. It comes back to you. So let there be flow. Let everything flow through you, through your consciousness. You are only a trustee. You are not a custodian. You are only just caretaker of something. You are not really a possessor of that. You can't possess something, anything like property or something like that. It just comes and flows through you. Don't be attached to anything. Just allow it to flow. And the third sutra is called Sutra of Attention. Energy goes. If you pay attention on the fingertips of your hands, on the toe tips of your feet, the whole energy and blood circulation which is there. You can try an experiment. Place your attention on your heart right now. The whole attention goes there. You can become aware of your heartbeat. Place your attention on your stomach. Immediately you become aware of what is happening inside your stomach. The whole energy moves there. You can focus on the most sickest part of your body and you channel the energy there. You send the energy, inexhaustible source of energy coming from the source, which can be sent to that part of the body. It goes there. Wherever you are placing your attention, there energy flows. So friends, in our life, mostly we place our attention on the lack. Whenever there is a trouble, problem, scarcity, poverty, immediately we worry so much. Our energy is placed on more lack. Lack perpetuates lack. Immediately we need to place our attention on something very abundant. Then we shift the whole energy there. Energy flows into the new thought forms of abundance. So friends, first is placing your attention on something that you want to create in your life. This is one of the sutras for creating what you want to create, what you want to experience in life. So, your attention, it channelizes all the energy towards one point. It gathers all the scattered energy of you by placing attention on something. You are focusing, you're sending the energy there. Place your attention on really the most positive and beautiful and highest and the wonderful things that you want to manifest and create in your life. And the fourth sutra is called Sutra of Intention. What is the Sutra of Intention? After placing attention, intend strongly, decide strongly. Intent for it. Intention is a one powerful force all of us have as human beings. When we intend, we bring all the thought forms to laser beam of focus and we send the energy to one singular point, and that intention, it manifests. Whatever that you intended, it manifests. Intent for your enlightenment, it manifests. Intent for the glorious life and abundant life, it manifests. Intent for harmony in relationships, it manifests. Power of intention, it cannot be ignored. It's a very, very beautiful principle that we can apply in daily life. And the fifth sutra. So, to attract something into your life which is so positive, the generator is already so much full with all the world stuff. New things cannot be brought there. If all the house is full of junk things, all the old stuff, broken furniture, all that dust accumulated, remove all that, let go, let go, let go. Create a shunya and something new comes in. Your wardrobe is all with old clothes. Clean it up and then new clothes will come into the wardrobe. It's called Sutra of Shunya, create empty mind. Every day, to begin with day with emptiness, with zero thoughts. Wandering mind, make it still and silent. That's a beautiful beginning. That Shunya actually creates everything. It's a womb of creation. That's why we can call it a womb. Womb is actually zero. Zero space. And in that womb, just this zygote is multiplying itself like such as multicellular organism. The same way, a mind which is empty and all the routine, habitual, negative thought forms are empty. You create something positive, something you attract. This is called Sutra of Shunya. the fifth one. And sixth one, this is it. For example, I'll give you this metaphor, analogy of a cosmic restaurant. You have visited a restaurant and the chef will come to take the order. You need to be clear about what you want to place an order. If you initially are very doubtful and you are not clear about what you want to order in that restaurant, chef will not really will be very confused. You need to be very clear about what you want to experience. For example, you ordered for dosa or idli or paratha, aloo paratha. So then you need to be very clear. If you say first aloo paratha, then you will cancel it and you will say I want methi paratha. The chef will get annoyed. Be clear about what you want in your life. Mostly nowadays, nobody knows why they are living, what they want in life. No clarity about it. We need to be very clear about our thoughts, what I want in my life, what do I want to experience in my life. Then the chef will take the order. I want to experience paratha. And chef will prepare. There is a cosmic chef. The source is the cosmic intelligence which prepares for you. And you cannot be, losing your patience. Sometimes it is getting delayed. You can't go into the kitchen and asking the chef, oh, is it ready? Is it ready? The chef will get disturbed and annoyed with you. You need to wait. There's an art of patience. Once you ask, once you intended, you place attention, you place intention, and then you need to wait. Know that it is going to be delivered to you. The paratha will come onto the table. And once it's coming onto the table, delivered to you, feel desirability to eat that paratha. Sometimes all the good things are happening in our life. We feel, how can I be desirable? Oh, I don't deserve this. For example, you are given a great senior most position. If you feel unworthy, oh, how can I tackle it? You are made, for example, a prime minister of a country. You feel, oh, I am undesirable. You feel unworthy. And then you are so fearful. You reject that. Do not resist. What you have asked for, it will come to you. And do not resist it. Whatever that you ask and it shall be given. The universe always blesses us. Ask. There are tathastu. All the masters and divine forces, they will say tathastu. It will be delivered to you. When it comes, do not resist it. Allow it. It's called art of allowance. Allowing the things to come. Through your disability. Feel that you are worthy of all the happiness in life. Feel that worthiness within you. And the seventh sutra is called Sutra of Gratitude. Now thank that cosmic chef. There are so many times we are not thankful. There's so many wonderful things happening everyday life, but we are not thanking, no gratitude. We need to be very grateful for even smallest things. So thank the universe, thank the God, thank the source. Oh, Almighty, you brought it, you manifested it, thank you. So the scientists have found that the highest levels of vibration, energy vibration, is found in two emotions, appreciation and gratitude. When you are appreciating somebody, their positive qualities, whatever they have done to you, appreciate them. It generates such a beautiful force, vibrational energy and gratitude. Love and gratitude, it has such a powerful force. And prosperity and abundance of wealth, they can be applicable for everyone. So friends, our nation can become very prosperous. That's why we say that it's not only me, along with me, my whole community, my whole nation, my whole world need to be prosperous. You create your own reality, not some of it, not most of it, but every bit of it is created by you. Everything is created by you. We are the creators of our own reality. Mukto bhimani mukto hi, baddho baddho manyati, kim vadanti satyeva, ya Yamati Sagatir Bhavet. Yamati Sagatir Bhavet means as is your mind, so is your life. You create your own reality through your thoughts, through your emotions, through your beliefs, through your attitudes, through your all that what you are holding inside your hand, inside your subconscious mind, all that translates into your reality. So friends, we are all such God beings, divine holy beings, who are really creating and co-creating. We all can co-create beautiful things in our lives and for the community. So, meditation is really, it's a wonderful thing that we all gathered here today for a singular purpose, to uplift our souls, to journey within, to connect to each other in this beautiful group energy, the Sangha energy here. So let us also practice this meditation now. It's a simple practice. Many of you are advanced practitioners. Mostly, I have been meeting so many of you here since many years. And some of you who are beginners also can learn this simple practice. It's not really very difficult. The very thought that meditation is very difficult, it makes it very difficult. Actually, it's very simple. It's very natural. Our mind can be stopped. The internal dialogue can be stopped by watching the breath. So we sit in a very comfortable posture. Sukhasana, mute in the body. In your lap, you can keep your both the hands clasping each other. And then we close our eyes. It's also an important step. With open eyes, you will be all the time, the external stimuli will deviate and distract you. So we shut down all the five senses. We close our eyes, we shut down all those five perceptual organs that we have.